Hello and welcome back to Paranormal NL Podcast. That's PNL for short, located in Newfoundland and Labrador, NL, Canada. I'm your host and founder, Jen Noseworthy. Thank you for tuning in to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, 107.7 FM in New Orleans and 105.3 FM on that Gulf. Watch and listen to PNL Podcast every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern on UPRNTalkRadio.com. For tonight's Easter with the DTRH Duke of Darkness episode on UPRN segment number 74. I've got a special guest waiting backstage from San Antonio, Texas, who I'll bring on shortly. Now it's time to grab your favorite Easter drink, a few chocolate munchies, and get ready for the show tonight. Paranormal NL Podcast is sponsored by the Bog Team. It's a boots-on-ground Bog Team doing historical paranormal investigations in Newfoundland, Canada. If you find yourself coming back to the show and you like the content, smash that subscribe button. Gratitude, it all helps. Grab your PNL Podcast and Bog Team merch at TeePublic on our link tree, Paranormal NL Podcast. All Bog Team music heard in the intro and the exit is available for download and use on all social media and streaming music platforms. Again, watch PNL every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern on UPRN with a YouTube live chat watch party with me, your host, Jen Noseworthy, and a few Bog Team members. PNL Podcast believes in supporting international paranormal networking and highlighting global paranormal people, places, and things. Now, let's get on with the show tonight. I have with me all the way from Texas, I've got Dayvid Salinas.
What's up, PNL?
Woohoo! DTRH.
How's it going?
Welcome back. Now, you've been on the show a couple times, David, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I have, Jen. Thank you for having me back. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. Now, for the folks listening, I'll have to tell you later what episodes and all that he was on, because I'm actually on the wrong page in my book here. So, Dave, go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
All right. I am David from Down the Rabbit Hole. If you don't know, go to Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Threads, and look for Down the Rabbit Hole. It is the guy
everywhere
with the mask holding the rabbit. And I have basically paranormal content. It's all videos of ghosts, aliens. It's videos of Bigfoot, anything unexplained, any topic that's strange, like high strangeness stuff. For example, stuff that has to do with like CERN and stuff that has to do with alternate realities and the Matrix and all that good stuff. And I'm also the host of David Don't Know. It's my podcast, which also covers the paranormal. And I release every 2 weeks on Thursday. So what's today? Thursday, not today, next week, next Thursday, our next episode is coming out. I also have, good God, does this man have so many podcasts? The Real Verdict, which is a movie podcast that I host, and I have Kevin Sapiel Jr. on it. I'm about to get some new hosts on that. We're going to be coming back doing new movie reviews. I am the and so that's how we rate. It's really fun, a really good time. And Jen, this is something that I had not said to you yet, but I just started a brand new podcast called Deeper Down the Rabbit Hole.
Woohoo! Deeper down. Can we go any deeper down? There's so many rabbit holes, right?
So in this show, I grab one subject and I have a panel of people and we just keep going further and further down that rabbit hole until we just exhaust every facet that we can. This first episode, I just recorded it. It's going to be coming out in March. Of course, this is going to be in your past because we're in April, right? But it's going to have Joe from Tales, Trails, and Taverns. It's going to have JJ Rose 777, my best friend.
JJ. And, shout out to JJ.
It's going to have Tommy Cullum.
Tommy
from Let's Get Freaky. And it's going to have the Hollow Sky guys, Kyle and Steve. Hollow Sky is one of the top rated paranormal podcasts out there.
And how do you spell that one? H-O-L-O, is it?
Yes. H-O-L-O Sky.
Instead of yo-yo or
right.
It's Hollow.
Hollow Sky. Those guys are great. And they
Awesome.
brought it on Deeper Down the Rabbit Hole. It was amazing.
Awesome. So I found all the different episodes that you were on. You were on a whole bunch of them. Season 2, episode 60, season 3, episode 33. And that's when you were first on UPRN and Seg 40. Then you came back again in season 3, episode 53.
Wow.
UPRN Seg 60. And here we are again now with Seg 74. So
Nice.
check out all of his old episodes if you haven't seen them yet. And my gosh, David, you're doing so good. You're all over the place.
I try. We are closing in on 1 million followers. We are so close on all the platforms to hit 1 million. And that's been a goal for a very long time. And
I was going to say, happy Easter to you.
Yes, thank you.
All the rabbits are joining in, looking around for you.
Absolutely. Happy
saying,
Easter to you.
Where is David? Yes, thank you. So what do you do now in Texas for your Easter? What do you have planned?
Easter, I'm not a religious person, so I don't really do anything special, other than eat chocolates. That's about it. And go down rabbit holes. That's pretty much the 2 things I'll do for Easter.
And how about your doggy?
My little doggy Luna is she'll do whatever, which she cannot have chocolates. Those are bad for dogs.
No, don't give
She
your
will
doggy
not
or
have
your kitty
chocolates.
any chocolates. So
She's got pancreatitis, and I'm like, I know. And so she has I gave her sunflower seeds, and I didn't realize that you're not supposed, like, you can, but for a dog that has pancreatitis, it's not a good thing. And she kind of got a little sick for a minute, and then she got over it. She's fine now. So no more sunflower seeds for her.
No more sunflower seeds for her. Oh my gosh, poor little doggy. So your dog is on Instagram too, right?
Yes, she does have an Instagram. It's called Luna's Thoughts. It used to be Chuck's Thoughts because Charlie was around, but Charlie about 1.5 years ago passed, and so I still have all her videos on there. All Charlie's videos are on there, but now it's Luna's turn to step into the spotlight.
Aw, I love that you bring your pets and stuff into it. So this is your David Don't Know podcast. Now,
Yes.
I have an intro that I'd like to play for folks. We said touched on a little bit of your things. And I'm going to play your intro for folks watching right now. I'm going to pull that one off the stage, and let's put your intro on and
All right.
sit back and watch this. Folks, you're going to love it. Here it is.
You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
They said the truth was buried deep in files they tried to burn. David's on the mic now, it's the people's turn. From shadow men in black to creatures in the mist, he's cracking open secrets that the government dismissed. Spooky lights above us, he's tracking every blink. Aliens, cryptids, yeah, he's making you think. With a journal full of clues and a wild-eyed hunch, he's talking ghost towns, lost time, Bigfoot's lunch. Oh, David don't know, but he's looking for the code on a long dark road where the weird ones go. Mics stay hot when the stories unfold, digging through the static for the truth untold.
I love this.
From pyramids on Mars to sounds in the night, he's chasing after whispers just beyond the light. Tinfoil hat, nah, it's a crown for the bold. Turn the dial up, these tales don't grow old.
Now that was one spooky Easter intro right there.
Into with the rabbit.
Yeah. I remember when I was trying to find you, figure out who this host was of actually you weren't even podcasting then. You had the DTRH, and I was trying to figure out who is this person behind the mask, because you wouldn't show your face, right?
That's right. The first year I did not.
I found you and reached out to you and got you on, and here you are now showing your face. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, at one point I was I'm an introvert, and so it was not easy for me to like step in front of the camera or do any of that kind of stuff. But I got asked to do a podcast with Amanda Goodwin called 1-0.
Yes,
and so that was
to Amanda.
Yeah, tomorrow's her birthday, by the way, in February 20th. But
happy belated birthday.
Yeah,
Amanda.
exactly. And I got used to it. I started to enjoy it, and it was fun, and I got to interview people, and so
you
I
got
thought,
to meet a lot of people, and here you are now on all these different podcasts. I got to give a shout out to Nicole and Andy, and of course you already mentioned Tommy and Kevin. There's so many different people to shout out to.
Abby Dent.
There's such a big family all over the world, and you are the Duke of Darkness. You delve into a lot of scary SHIT.
I do. That's right.
And I wanted to give you the Easter episode because of your logo with the rabbit. Did you want to talk about your rabbit, or why it was called Down the Rabbit Hole? Or
the reason I go back to Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, yep.
And so that's always been a really like interesting story to me. And then I saw that, the story takes off, and then you get what people will use that kind of reference. People who want to find out something or learn about something, they go down that rabbit hole, just like Alice, right?
True.
And so I figured, I always do this. I'm always looking into other things, very interesting things. So I'm going to call this Down the Rabbit Hole. And when I did, I noticed there were so many down the rabbit holes on Instagram, because that's how I started, was on Instagram. And I thought, at first I was like, I don't know if I should do it. Maybe I should change the name. But I thought, no, I like this name. And when I created it,
and I'm glad that you kept it. You've got this big kind of conglomerate right now with so many different podcasts, right? But DTRH still remains, right?
That's right. I mean, I would, when I first created it, I didn't have any followers, and I was the last down the rabbit hole. And slowly, as it started to progress, I started going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And then now that if you search for it, I'm usually the first one that pops up.
Awesome. Love it. And there's another logo there with the rabbit.
Yep.
And I think you're even surpassed this number too.
Yes. 637,000 on Instagram right now.
Wow. Yeah.
196,000 on Facebook. I think it's something like almost 40,000 on Threads. And then it goes, down the rabbit hole from there, basically.
You're killing it, David. Keep it up, man. You're totally killing it. I remember.
Check that out.
Just send a picture one time, and you're like, "Here you go." It's like, yeah, that's cool. You're really good at creating stuff. And
thanks.
Tell me about this thing. This is scary, right? Look at this.
So I asked my ChatGPT, because I do have, I'm subscribed to ChatGPT. I do pay the monthly. I use it a lot. And so I thought, let me check what ChatGPT and what Meta AI think they look like. So this right here is Meta AI. This is what it thinks.
Freaking spooky, right?
Yeah.
I mean, here we are. This is like very esoteric, isn't it?
Yeah. What's funny is I asked ChatGPT to do the same thing, and they did, but they made a little robot looking thing.
This thing, right?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, that before this, it made a robot, and I asked it. I said, "Is this what you think you look like?" And it said, "No. This is what I'm supposed to put up, because
really?
I don't." Yeah. So I said,
I remember the robot. I was
Yeah.
going to take a screenshot, but I didn't screenshot the robot. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I said, no, show me what you think you look like. And this is what it thinks it looks like.
Wow.
That's
That's
crazy.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, it's got all these different wires and stuff coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like some kind of a sci-fi episode, right? And this freaked me out when you asked ChatGPT about your dream or something.
Mm-hmm. I had a nightmare one night, and I basically gave it all like the details of my nightmare. And I said, give me an image of what I described. And here it is. And that's pretty close.
That's so scary. Oh my gosh. Ooh, what kind of dream was that? Like, what happened in that dream?
A lot of craziness. Yeah. You don't want to know.
Lots of eyes looking at you.
I was being watched. I was definitely being watched by a lot of people.
Yeah, it kind of felt like, and then when I look at that, like, ooh, something was definitely, you know.
And I think it's because one of the reasons is because I'm, you know, I reach like 40 at one point I reached 49 million views in a month. Like 49 million people watched my stuff.
Oh,
and that's kind of where I
get it.
Yeah.
People looking at you.
Yep.
And you're an introvert and you really kind of don't like that, right?
Yeah. It's not a favorite thing, but please look at my social media. That's great. Go ahead and look there. Yeah.
And you're listening in on UPRN 107.7 FM and
that's right.
New Orleans and 105.3.
Shout out New Orleans.
Woohoo! And the Gulf 105.3. So yeah, you're listening on Paranormal NL podcast. This is a safe place. Everybody is safe here, Newfoundland and Labrador. And here's me in Texas.
Yay! Love it.
Black hair many moons ago, and I have
Where are you
a
at?
shout out to Texas. I'm in Mexico here. I said Texas, but because I live down on the border in Rio Grande Valley, right? So I would walk across all the time over to Mexico. But now you wouldn't think about doing that, right?
Yeah, right. Especially me. I can't. They might not let me back in. I have to be very careful.
Watch out. But yeah, I mean, a lot of your content is really scary and dark and stuff, but that's, I guess, what kind of brings a lot of people in, because people like to watch scary stuff. And what do you think about that?
I think it basically feeds a need. So I used to think that I was alone. Like, it was not a thing that many people, because I would talk to people about it and be like, oh no, I don't want to talk ghosts. I'm so scared. Or like they just didn't want to deal with it. I just picked up a guy today from New Orleans. He actually lives here in San Antonio now. He moved from New Orleans during the Katrina thing.
Oh.
And I was asking him because I would love to go and do, there's a podcast, what do you call it? I forget what it's called, but they're having a like a convention, a podcast convention in August.
Oh,
and I would love, I would love to do that. So I was like, and he goes, oh no, I don't mess with that stuff. No, don't. I don't even want to. I've seen things. I go, you've seen things. Can you tell me? And he's like, no. I don't even want to talk about it. So I thought people were like that, but it turns out, shockingly, people love this stuff. They love it.
People love being scared. And, you know, I'm the same way. I'll watch the real scary. I don't like the scary movies. I like the actual scary investigations where, it's real stuff going on. And I like doing actually the scary investigations. And I've done them, and I've freaked myself out to the point where I needed JJ. You know, you talked about JJ earlier. We got to give a shout out to her. Do you want to give a shout out to JJ?
Absolutely. JJ is my best friend. She is my spiritual advisor, and she has an Instagram called JJRose777. You need to go out and follow her. But I don't know, has she told you this, Jen? She says that only people who are ready will seek her out.
That's right. Yeah.
So I said, no. I'm going to put you on my socials. You're going to get thousands of people are going to come to you. You wait. And I put her on my socials and did all that stuff. Nope. She was right. Yeah. She was absolutely right. She's always right. I'll tell you a little story. I was listening to Tommy Cullum's show just recently. He had Liam Holmes on there. You know who Liam is? He's on.
Liam on. No.
Liam is from the Spooky Shed podcast.
Oh, Spooky Shed. Okay.
Yeah, he's in the UK as well. Those two guys were doing a show together. They're buddies, right? And they both know JJ. And they were telling stories about how JJ, like Tommy said, he had a visitation in his house and he was really actually scared of it.
Yeah.
So he asked JJ to come and take a look, and she astral projected to his house.
I love that she does that.
Yes.
I mean, she's done it at my house. She's done it at other people's house, and she's spot on.
Oh, every time, and it pisses me off. I'll be honest, because how does she know that? How does she figure that out, man?
And I gotta give a shout out, since we're talking about this, to Brian Bowden, because he does remote viewing too, and he's really good.
Bowden. I have not had the pleasure.
We were just talking about JJ. This just went off.
Oh my God, she's there.
I did not touch my windowsill, and this went off. I always keep it around to see if it goes off, who I'm talking with or what we're talking about. And that went off.
Well, they were talking about her going into their house, each one, and saying something about their house that she was absolutely correct.
Yes,
like, you know, this room and that room, she describes the whole house. It's weird. Well, she did that to me once. And I was like, you know what? I need a ruler because I need to do this and that. And she goes, okay, give me a second. And it literally took her a minute. And she goes, okay, you need to go not to the junk drawer, but to the drawer next to the junk drawer. And I said, okay, well, let me go. I opened the junk drawer and she goes, no. Now she's not seeing what I'm doing. She's there in spirit, you know, astral projecting, right?
Yep. That's why I've got this picture up there of this person in a fog kind of walking around. It's almost like she's there walking around.
I opened the junk drawer and she says, no, not the junk drawer. I was like, oh my God, how does she know?
Right.
She goes, the one next to it. So I opened the one next to it and I said, I don't see a ruler in here. And I'm moving stuff around. She goes, it's under the turmeric bottle. And I said, turmeric?
Oh my gosh.
I saw a big old bottle, right? I pulled it up and it said turmeric on it. And right below it was the ruler.
See, that picture that you showed earlier through the eyes? Like, I wonder, can she see through your eyes?
I don't know. I don't think it is. I think the way she does it is her spirit is actually there. Because I didn't believe in psychic mediums like at all, really, until she came into my life. And she did basically a check-in, as she calls it. Have you ever done a check-in to you?
She has, and you give permission, and she comes in and she literally checks in. You know?
Yeah. Well, I asked her because I tried to debunk it, you know, because that's how I met her. I met her. She was on Tommy's show. I was on the plane listening to it. When I landed, I was like, I have to, you know, I don't believe her. I don't believe what she was saying, but she did really well on Tommy's show. I really like her professionalism. I really like how she held herself, the confidence and all that.
She's kind of like you and me. She doesn't like to show her face either, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? I got her to show her face on Deeper Down the Rabbit Hole podcast that we recorded on Tuesday. So it's going to be kind of cool.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I was going to say, were you her first one to be on the video?
Well, she was on my podcast, David Don't Know. She's episode 4. And she did do it, you know, with her face and all that. And then she just did this one with me, this new one I'm doing. And she basically co-hosted with me. And she was amazing. And she's lost weight.
Seeing that.
She's lost weight. She looks great, man. She looks amazing. Her eyes are just to die for, dude. I
can't wait to get rid of these glasses. I've got some wicked allergies on the go, and I can't wear any makeup or any contacts. If I wear my contacts, I got to wear my glasses over them.
You're not wearing makeup?
No.
You look great for not wearing makeup.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I've got my little kitty cat actually up on the screen. He passed away, but I thought I'd throw him up there because he's there, little bunny rabbit. And you know how it is with your little babies. You got to show them off sometimes, right?
Let me show you a real quick picture right now. Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I just dropped everything.
Oops, I heard something drop.
This is a picture of Charlie.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah, so Charlie, cute. She passed away September 2024.
Aww,
but that was my best friend. She was my best friend for many, many years. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be here. That dog helped me through a very dark period in my life. When she came into my life, everything we did together was just joy to her. And she would celebrate by spinning and being happy. And I couldn't be depressed around that dog. I just couldn't.
I love that. Yeah, that was great. The same way with my other kitty cat who was just up there, Tiggy. He was actually in Sin Schrader Hill's book because he's had a few. Well, he's still here around the house, but yeah, we've had some interesting stuff going on with him. But
That's cool.
tell me about some of the stuff in your background. Let me take this down. I know we were going to talk about. I love all your stuff. Let's talk about it.
Thank you. So right here is the David Don't Know picture I had made.
Okay.
Below that is a screen that I have.
Yeah,
right now it's showing my book.
Your book. Okay.
Yeah. Now it's like if I can actually go back. I forgot.
Do you have
a little remote
copy of your book? Oh my God, you got a remote too.
That's a word search book. It's called Haunted America. It's on Amazon right now. You can actually buy it right now. It's cheap. And yeah, so this thing plays a whole bunch of little pictures. I can go through them. That's Albert Einstein and a tornado, a hurricane mixed in one. It's a lot of art, AI art that I like to mess around with. And and then you'll see in here some of the logo stuff. That's something I've posted before. Yeah, and then these lights, like right here is my logo made by my friend. See if I can find him. He's called his name is John, and it's called Jesus. Let me see if I can remember that. Retro John. He has a website. Yeah, so you can find him here in San Antonio. If you go to any of the malls during the weekend, he's there with all his lights. He's got really cool lights. Like there's Skynet right here.
John or Jon?
John. And then
Skynet. Is that talking? Yeah. Are you talking about that thing that's in the middle?
Right here, I'll show you. Right, let me see if I can. Right there, Skynet. That's based off of the Terminator movies.
Yes.
And then below that, you can't see it because my name covers it. Is that's supposed to be Wolverine.
Okay.
And he's got the cross, the thing or whatever. And then under that is Stay Tuned, but the David Don't Know is covering it. Right here is a little demon that he made. Up here is Gene Wilder.
You've got all kinds of stuff in the background.
Oh yeah, I got Fright Night, the movie Fright Night logo. There's the Punks. That's from a movie in the 70s. What is it called? I can't remember what it's called. Right? Oh, yeah, I had it and then it went away. That's what happens when you're old. You forget things.
You'll remember it tonight when you're in bed.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see that lady right there, but that's Linda Blair in The Exorcist right there.
Okay.
Right there. So yeah, his I love his light boxes. I think they're amazing. He made one for me that was a David Don't Know, like on air one. Okay. But it was too bright. Where did I put that? I don't know where I put it. But I couldn't put it back here. It was way too bright. But he's making me another one right now. That guy's awesome.
And you're rocking all your merch?
Oh, yeah. Well, this is not mine. It's Snake Plissken.
Okay.
From Escape from New York. But this cap right here is my merch.
Yeah, that's
your DTRH. Yeah. And if you can see.
Got a sticker and a book around here that you sent me.
Oh, shit. What did I do? I did something weird. Hold on a second.
No, you're good. I can still see you. This is Signal Hill in Newfoundland and Labrador. A lot of people call it a castle here in Newfoundland.
That's cool.
In St. John's. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff happens when you go up there and do some investigations. This is another place that we went. This is a statue of Michael. We actually brought him a sword because he didn't have a sword. And we did a little investigation there. And some of the sisters that were there wanted him to have his sword back, so we gave him his sword back.
That's cool.
So yeah, Easter. Woohoo. Did your mom hide Easter eggs around the house when you were a kid?
Oh yeah.
And then a year later you'd still find them in different places?
No, she would not allow that to happen. No. We had to find them all.
You had to find them all?
Yeah.
So I know that Dad used to help Mom hide them around the house. You know, those little tiny ones, right? Mm-hmm. And so yeah, sometimes you'd be like, "Oh, I found another one," and they said, "Don't eat that," because it's months later, right?
Oh, you're talking about hard-boiled ones?
No, my God, no, like chocolate, little tiny chocolate.
Oh, ones. Yeah. No, Either the way we would do it, we would hide the ones that were painted.
Oh yeah.
And then there are those, remember the plastic ones that you could fit together?
Yeah.
Or those.
You put chocolate in them. Yeah. We used to do sometimes the eggs, we color them and put them into boil them, hard boil them and color them and stuff. But now they have those shrink things where you boil them with the shrink wrap on.
Oh, wow.
And you don't even need to color them. Yeah. All
That's
kinds of different stuff. And what kind of chocolate do you like? The white chocolate or the dark stuff?
I don't like dark chocolate all that much. I will eat it if there's no milk chocolate around, but I don't mind white chocolate. White chocolate's all right too. I like that. But I'm a big milk chocolate dude. I love that kind of stuff. I like European chocolate is superior. I hate to say it because I'm an American, but they make good chocolate in Europe. I'll say that.
Yes, they do.
Shout out to all Europeans on your chocolate making.
I'm actually going to look up DTRH on Facebook here because I think you've got some content that I can show. I just need to find it. I'm going to let you keep chit-chatting while I find it here.
For sure. So yes, down the rabbit hole, it is grown. I am so very happy with the results of that. Look at that first one. Hello. Look how many followers there. 196,000 on Facebook. That is.
Oh, you were watching me do it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now let's see what we can find. I know you've got a lot of cool content on Instagram and this, and there's so many different videos.
That one right there is about Bigfoot, and there's two. According to this guy, there are two types of Bigfoot.
Oh, okay.
I did not know that. Yeah.
I know to be true. There are two different types of Bigfoot that roam around. You have the Janu, which starts with an X, X-A-N-U-E, and you have Traycon, T-R-E-Y-K-O-N. Here is the massive difference between the two. The Traycon were brought here by the Greys a long time ago to mine for minerals. When they were done with them, they left them here to breed, to fight, to eat us, basically.
Oh, God.
They will cannibalize us. A lot of the 411 missing that you see what going on that somebody else was just talking about, they will cannibalize lone hikers and they will bury them. They will never be found. From what I know, again, to be fact, the Traycon are very ugly. They are flesh and blood, not blue. We had a lot of dead Bigfoots on a certain side of the mountain that were covered up and recovered quickly by the U.S. government. We have black sites all over the place that are the 411 missing that you see what going on that somebody else was just talking about. They will cannibalize lone hikers and they will bury them. They will never be found. From what I know, again, to be fact, the Traycon are very ugly. They are flesh and blood creatures. Now, the people that run into the Janu, these are the ones that cloak. Okay, these are the ones that mind speak. They have a symbiotic relationship with trees. You have a council. I know this goes deep into the rabbit hole, guys. Stay with me. There is a council of 12. There are 2 on every continent except Antarctica because there are no trees. They can come to you as a Bigfoot, or they can be invisible and you might see that go through the forest. But they will talk to you if you're a good person and they feel like you have something to offer or a value. They'll communicate with you or make themselves seen. In that blue, we had a lot of dead Bigfoots on a certain side of the mountain.
I mean,
creatures.
I never thought about that before.
Me neither.
And
I was shocked by that.
All of that makes complete sense, right?
Yes.
All of it does.
That blew me away to think that there are 2 kinds. I was like, well, that explains why there are a lot of missing people sometimes. So many missing people in so many foresty areas. Could it be those weird ones, those ugly ones that they're just eating you because you're food now, basically?
Right. Yeah. Because
Very
there's
strange.
so many people that go missing. Like right now, this Tuesday, I'm going to have Greg Ogles on from Relic Films. And
yeah, we just had him.
Yeah, he's awesome. Amazing with Natalie.
He's an awesome guy.
Coming on too. So watch his show, The Vanished. And it, talks a little bit about that kind of stuff. So this one here is about Aurora, is it? Space shuttle?
Yes. So that is one of the ships that they were able to reverse engineer. It goes very, very, very fast. It can go around Russia twice, leaving it. Here we go.
Are successful in piloting those at up to 90,000 miles an hour. We have the Aurora, which is a trans-atmospheric vehicle, and the Aurora, there's 4 of them currently being tested, and there are 2 other prototypes that are small space shuttles capable of speeds in excess of 40,000 miles an hour in the atmosphere without burning up. That's doing something, because when you push, you go beyond Mach 3, actually beyond Mach 2.7, you ionize the air around it, and you cause the elements of the air to actually catch fire, and you need a force field around that system to exceed Mach 3 or Mach 4 without burning up. The Aurora, there's 4 of them flying. They fly day and night. They have 12 people in it as a crew. They can have a skeleton crew of as few as 6. They can basically leave Tonopah test range at 7 o'clock in the morning, do a complete loop around Russia.
Wow. I mean, that's like mind-boggling too, right?
Yeah. So he was finishing saying is that it could leave at 7 in the morning from America, go around Russia twice, and be back by lunch. That's how fast it is.
Wow.
And so that's
you know
Phil
what he
Schneider.
says about that stuff that's around it. That's true, because when Travis Taylor was looking at it, it was traveling so fast. It obviously has to have something around it, so they don't become squat when they're inside of it, right?
Right. Exactly right.
Wow. Yeah.
This guy, his name is Phil Schneider. He did some I don't want to. He was like a builder for black ops kind of stuff. He kind of built things that the government wanted made. He got attacked by Greys. He was shot in.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed his hand, but he's missing several fingers, and that was a result from the Greys basically shooting him, opening him up like a fish, as he puts it. But he survived.
We were talking about them last night on Collie's show. Shout out to Collie, UFO from SNX. Check out her show. But Rob Shelsky, the author, UFO and MUFON investigator, was talking about how he thinks that, there's so many different types, but the majority of them are not friendly.
Right.
And I know some people think they are, but hey, I think there's a lot of
the tall Greys are not friendly because they think that we're below them, way below them, like not even worth talking to. That's why they have the short Greys, which are kind of like AI robotic creatures that are just there to do a job.
Yeah,
that's how they
makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yes,
I like this one too, where the orbs or something are coming out of it.
Security camera on his roof and captured this portal opening up above his house.
Oh, I think it restarted.
Never before seen footage.
Look at that
portal opening.
Isn't that amazing?
Near Thunder Mountain in Sedona, Arizona. You can clearly see a buddy of mine, David, put an infrared security camera on his roof and captured this portal opening up above his house. You can see orbs coming out. This is never before seen footage that was shot in Sedona, Arizona.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, they do look like orbs, and I've definitely seen orbs
coming out.
We even have them here in our house. I've set up trail cams, and honestly, we stopped doing it because it freaked us out. We have so many freaking orbs in our house, and no, it's not dust. This is the middle of the winter. There's no insects or anything like that. Like, whoa, it's scary.
I think it's a good thing that you're not having any other problems, because that must mean that they're not benevolent or evil or.
Well, I think they are family, benevolent family, not evil or anything like that. I think that they are family, definitely.
That's good.
And they've even said when we were out doing different investigations, they said my name and, different things that only them would know. But then again, they do say that since we're talking esoteric, that the big D knows everything, right? So
the big D, that's what they call me because my name's David.
So tell that story again. What happened to the kid out in the restaurant? I love that story.
Oh, okay. So yeah, This is going back. Oh my God. Let's see. When was I married? I got married in 1999. Got divorced in 2009. So it was like 2004, somewhere around there. I go out with my wife to her favorite restaurant, and it's kind of a higher class restaurant. We're in there, and it's filled out. You know that noise with the plates and the forks and the knives, all that noise and talking and all that stuff. And I'm having a good time. I'm having a nice meal, talking to my wife. And in my eye line, 2 tables down, looking right at me, was a kid, had to be about between 11 and 14, right? And he's staring at me, which is fine. I'm a good looking guy. I understand. And he's just looking right at me. And then I noticed that he picks up his finger and he starts to point at me. And I thought that was odd. And it looked like he was saying something to me, but I couldn't understand what he was saying. And then all of a sudden he was actually getting louder, and he was louder than the people in the restaurant. He got to the point I could finally hear him, and he said, "It's the devil! It's the devil!" over and over again. And I realized he's talking about me, right? And then my wife is looking, and then you could hear it. Like, it was so funny, because in between him saying that, there was complete silence. Everyone stopped eating.
Everybody in the restaurant was staring at you.
Everyone was looking right at me, because obviously I was the devil. And the parents were like, "Oh my God." The dad is throwing money on the table. The mom is dragging this kid. And as they're dragging him out of the restaurant, he's still pointing at me going, "It's the devil. It's the devil." They go out the front door and they're dragging him. I could still hear him screaming, "It's the devil. Mom and Dad, it's the devil." I could still hear it. And I look around and everyone is looking right at me.
I find it hilarious because your content is so freaking scary. And, I gave a couple examples of some pictures I threw up there, but there's some other stuff that you put out there. I mean, and people love watching it because it scares the heck out of them, right? It's like, and you just can't keep your eyes off it. You just keep looking at it, right?
It's good stuff. I love it. And, I like to say, take everything with a grain of salt. I'm not going to put, everything I wish were true. I wish I would be able to believe in all of it, but I don't. A lot of it isn't real. So you have to, use that thinking part of your brain and come up with your own conclusions. Generally, it could be AI. Now, you know what, Jen, what I have to do now, because AI has gotten so good, I have to run videos through an AI detector.
Okay, I was just going to say, I find it so hard sometimes now. I'll watch it and I'll go, wait, I got to look at the comments because is this real? Well,
I don't put anything that's AI anymore. I run it through an AI detector, and if it has 1% AI or anything like that, I don't put it up. Okay. If it has 0%, it's not, what is that, face, whatever. It's not AI, and it's not face swap or whatever it's called. Deep fake, it's not deep fake, I'll put it up. And even if I check it and it's not, and I'm 100% sure it's not AI, people will comment AI. It doesn't matter.
Because people don't know, right?
Because they don't know.
A lot of people don't know that there's an app. I've got your link tree pulled up here, by the way. If you're looking for David and his link tree, it's down the rabbit hole. Yep. And here it is, and his shop is front and center here, and his links are there. The website down the rabbit hole, and then we've got his. Do you want to talk about it?
Sure. It's a link tree that gets you to any down the rabbit hole stuff. You can get to all the podcasts. You can get to all the socials of Down the Rabbit Hole. If you want to go to TikTok, you just scroll down, and there's TikTok. You want to go to YouTube, it's right there. Facebook, Threads, X. I am even on X. I can't even believe it. And there's One Nothing. Yeah. So if you want to listen to One Nothing, it's still out there. There's my Redbubble shop. And there's the book I was just telling you about, Jen, The Haunted America.
Okay, and there it is. Yep.
I used to make notebooks.
I have to go to a different.
It goes to Amazon. Yeah. So that's all the stuff. I would really appreciate some support, buying my merch and the books and whatnot. That would be great. It helps me continue doing this content.
And he has some really good merch too, actually. Lots of cool stuff to choose from. Because, some stores just have the T-shirts, but this store that you have has all kinds of different stuff in there.
I've got mugs. I've got all sorts of stuff. I got little notebooks.
Do you want to hold up some of your merch that you got around you? Or?
I don't have anything around me right now, but the hat, Love. This is one of my favorite pieces of merch because I don't know if you can see it, but the R is upside down.
Oh, okay.
It kind of looks like a rabbit if you look at it close enough because it's got the ears, right? But
you've got a lot of stuff going on, though. I'm so happy that you got the new one, the Deeper Down. And tell me again, when does that one come on?
So we're shooting for March. Kevin, who makes the music for my podcast, David Don't Know, he made that. He wrote the lyrics and he made the music using AI. He's also doing.
Shout out to Kevin Sapiel Jr. From Where the Weird Ones Are. I was on his show. I don't know what season it was, but check out him.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Kevin and I, we don't do seasons. We just do it. We don't season it out. Yeah, but he made that, and he's making Deeper Down the Rabbit Hole intro song. Also, I'm going to be putting a video together.
Hot sauce, right?
Yes.
Is he still selling his hot sauce?
Yeah, it's called Weird Sauce.
Weird sauce.
It's good stuff. I have all the bottles in my refrigerator right now. It's delicious. Good stuff. He's got coffee.
Put it on your San Antonio steaks?
Yeah, I put it on everything. He's got coffee. He's got different types of coffee. Okay. It's called Weird Java. Go check it out.
Yeah, you had a podcast, Weird Java, in the morning.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did. We ran for a full year, that podcast. And it was basically a Sunday morning pod where we just talked and tried to sell his coffee. It was just fun. We just had a good time. We would, talk about a whole bunch of junk. He would tell true crime stories, which were great because he's a great writer. Kevin's a great writer, man. And
that's a lot of your 1-0 stuff it wasn't about crime. It was more about, human versus animal.
Yes, we did animal attacks on 1-0. We did true crime, and we also did bizarre deaths, which was, I guess it's Amanda's specialty, all that stuff, especially the animal attacks. I kind of took the helm of true crime. I really like true crime, so I would tell a true crime story every once in a while, and then she would do the animal stuff, and we would flip on bizarre deaths because that's also a fun subject. Which, like one guy who got shot with lightning 7 times.
Oh my gosh, 7 times?
Yeah, and that's not how he died. So we got great shows like that. It was 1-0 might be returning. I'm not saying anything. I don't know for a fact, but I've been hearing on the grapevine it might be returning, and I'm hoping for that. Okay,
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
How do you find time to be in all your different podcasts?
Well, I have a job that I'm a rideshare driver that allows me to do.
Oh, that's right. Have you had any cool guests lately?
Oh, yes. I get a lot of cool ones. And I always ask them for if they have a story. And I usually get some really good stories. Would you like to hear one?
Yes, I'd love to hear one.
Awesome. So I got one. I usually, in the beginning of my podcast, David Don't Know, in the very beginning, I'll tell a paranormal story. And this is where I get them mainly. I get them from my rideshare riders. So this one guy, I asked him and he said, okay, yeah, I do. When I grew up, the house I grew up, it was in the east side of San Antonio. It was kind of like a little poorish, right? It's a little poorish. He said that it was kind of haunted, but it wasn't as bad as the house next door to them. So apparently the house next door to them, the people who used to live there couldn't live there anymore because it was so freaking haunted. It was like on a level 10. So they moved out. People tried to move in again and immediately moved out like a week later. And so it was like vacant forever. And then even homeless people would try to go and live there. They'd break in and just try to stay there. Could not stay there because of stuff that was going on in there.
They didn't want any humans in there. Get out.
They did not. One night, he says, my dad was walking home and he was walking on the side of this abandoned house next to theirs. So he's walking to the front of it. And then he starts arguing and he says, I can hear my dad arguing with somebody. And so I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? Then I hear gunshots, like bang, 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 a whole bunch of gunshots. And he goes to look outside the window. His dad's shooting somebody. And then he looks to see who he's shooting at. And there's a man on fire.
What?
A man inside a fire laughing at his dad. And he kept shooting, and this guy's laughing at him. And then he said his grandmother runs outside and tells her son, which is, his dad, get inside. It's the devil. Get inside. That's the devil. Don't mess with it. Just get inside. So
Diablo.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that it was the devil. I think it may have been, maybe it's a demon. I don't know. Or a very, very malevolent spirit, bad spirit. But to the way he described it, it was on fire. That is freaky to me.
Yeah. There's some, you don't want to screw with elementals. They're worse than demons, We've had some come up on our devices and stuff and had some really weird stuff happen. Yeah, you don't want to deal with that kind of stuff for sure. That's scary.
It was laughing at him as he was shooting at it. That is so bizarre.
They love to laugh at you and make fun and do all kinds of stuff.
It's a great story. I had another real quick story. This is like a minute long. This man was living in Michigan. He was an older gentleman I picked up. He says when he was a student, he was getting his master's in Michigan. He was living in this house. It was like a room and board type house. And so he's there. He's studying his ass off. He is so tired. He decides he's going to go to bed. He goes and lays down, and he notices a head looking at him.
Just a head?
A head. And it's like the end of the bed. Like when he first told me, I thought it was in the bed, like on top of the bed. But he says, no, I looked and I saw a head, and it's glowing. And it's a girl with like a white dress or whatever. But I could only see her head because she was a child, right? And she was standing at the foot of the bed. And he said, I didn't feel scared. I didn't feel anything bad. I just was very tired. So I just went to sleep. He said he fell asleep. The next day he goes to ask the owner. He says, hey, man, at breakfast, he's like, there was something weird last night. And the guy says, oh, you saw the little girl. And he says, what? He goes, yeah, there's a little girl that died in this house. And she shows up. Sometimes she's at the breakfast nook. Sometimes she's in rooms. She'll just walk by, but she's really nice. She's not trying to scare you or anything. She's just a really nice girl that died here. And he goes, I don't think that's weird. And he saw her again before he left. He saw her one more time.
But she didn't do anything. She was just hanging out.
Just looking at him like, wow, look at this guy.
Isn't it interesting though? Like when sometimes it seems like they notice that you notice them. And almost startles them. You know what I mean?
Intelligent hauntings, I think, I always get, did you ever see The Others, a movie with Nicole Kidman?
I think so. I want to say I did. I know
if you haven't
talk about stuff like that in The Real Verdict, right?
Right. We have not got to that one yet, I don't think. But if you happen to see it, go watch it. It's very, spoiler here, but Nicole Kidman and her daughters they think they're seeing ghosts, but they're actually the ghosts. So if you think of that, what if those ghosts who are looking at you are kind of scared? What if they think you're the ghost?
That's like that Bruce Willis movie with the little kid. I see dead people, and then you watch it back again, and Bruce is actually
he's the
dead,
one,
right?
Yeah. He doesn't know it. Yeah.
I like watching movies back again when you know stuff like that, and it's like, wow, right?
That's The Sixth Sense. Very good movie. Excellent movie. Great twist at the end.
You want to talk a little bit about your Real Verdict podcast?
Sure. Yeah, The Real Verdict. We were doing it every Monday. We would do trailer type reviews, and then we would review the movie the very next week. And so I was the movie judge. I was in charge, and so we would have Kevin and Alicia. One would pick on the pro side, and one would be against it. Usually it was Kevin. He was against every movie. And they would argue, and then I would choose who was right, and then we would rate the movie. And it was just a good time. We just had a great time, just discussing movies and, having a good time with. It's really nice just when you're with friends and you're, gabbing about this and that and little
I was going to say
highlights and stuff.
give a shout out to your Alien 8 UK crew.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Andy the Codes and the crew. We got
Andy, woohoo.
Abby Dent. Actually, she was great. She was episode 21, the last episode I just dropped on David Don't Know. Abby was on it. I recorded with Nicole Shivatoni. That's going to be coming up pretty soon. It's probably out by now.
Paranormal. Check her out. She's really good.
She's great. She is great. Andy the Codes. I had Andy on my show recently. He's going to be coming out probably in April around the same time this is going to come out. Coming out.
Alien 8 UK out if you haven't already. You're going to love it.
This dude he's got 15 shows. Okay.
Oh, wow.
One every night. So if anytime Monday through freaking Sunday, just check it out. He's out there doing a live. So he's great.
He's a busy boy.
And thanks to Andy. I also want to thank you, Jen, because you had me as a co-host on a show recently where it was like for the New Year's show. Remember that?
That was so fun. Oh my gosh.
Yes. I didn't know if I could do a panel show, I was like, can I do this? Can I host several people at once? Can I control that? Can I handle it? And you putting me as a co-host with Brian Bowden, which was great. Andy, putting me on this panel show. I thought I can do this. And so I've done it. And deeper down the rabbit hole, it's already out as of April, but it's going to be, I'm trying to do one a month where we'll take one subject and just keep bashing it to death until we get to the bottom of it. So that's going to be a great time.
Is there a particular subject that you have for the first one?
First subject, CERN.
Oh, nice. That's a
and
good
we
one.
hit so many interesting topics. One being the Mandela effect. Did CERN cause the Mandela effect?
That's a good question.
Did they destroy our universe and slap us on another alternate universe? And some of us remember things differently, right?
Yep, parallel universe.
Oh my God. You never know. You never know. What are they doing there? What are they really doing?
I don't know.
There's so
David,
many
I want
craziness.
to thank you so much for coming back on the show.
My pleasure.
It's been awesome having you back on. And everybody, you got to follow Down the Rabbit Hole. David Don't Know. Tell them again all your different pods that you're on.
Yeah, so David Don't Know is my paranormal podcast. You can find me on Instagram, and David Don't Know can be found on any podcast platform. You can also see it on YouTube. So definitely go there. I have The Real Verdict, which is on a hiatus right now, but it will be coming back, and that's a movie podcast. You can also follow my movie page. It's called DTRH_cinematic.universe, and I put a lot of stuff out there. I also do the Mother Truckin' Movie Minute on there. I don't know if you ever had a chance to see one of those there, Jen. And pretty soon, coming very soon, deeper down the rabbit hole with a paranormal, every weird thing out there.
Awesome. Love it. Everybody.
Thank you, Jen, for having me on. I love this. This is great.
Yay! Thanks so much for coming back on Paranormal NL Podcast and UPRN. So we're going to leave now with a little bit of Bog Team music you can check out and download on all social media and streaming music platforms. Check out David Don't Know and subscribe. You will love him. Let's leave with a little bit of, rock and roll.
Yeah. Nice.
Woo-hoo. Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I gave a shout out there, an actual guy screaming. Yeah, don't eat too much chocolate now, y'all. Go into a chocolate coma. I hope we didn't freak everybody out too much with all this scary stuff for Easter.
Nah. The rabbits are for.
That's right. Thanks, David. Everybody follow DTRH.